everyone. Okay, so this video is going to be about my skincare routine, and basically what I would like to teach you is by looking at my skincare routine, look at your own skincare routine and see where you can change it. I'm also going to educate you as I take you through mine. I'm also trying to keep it as realistic as possible, so this can apply to anybody. Really, it doesn't need to be extremely complicated or long, but what I do want to say is that the skincare routine needs to not be looked at as, oh, I've got to go now do my skincare routine. From chatting to people over the years, clients I mean, I can see that a lot of people say, oh yeah, it took me 20 minutes last night, or I was exhausted but I made sure that I did my skincare routine, which is all good and wonderful, but I want people to look forward to it because it's so important to look forward to something that's going to make you feel good and look good. I suppose we could associate it with basically going to gym or doing exercise. We don't really feel like it, we don't really look forward to it, but we love the feeling afterwards. We love those endorphins that happen once we've done exercise, and that good sweat feeling, and then obviously we love the results of consistently exercising, that our body starts looking good and that we feel good. So it's the same with skincare, but I want us to start changing our mind frames and looking at it like, ooh, I get to do my skincare now, which actually means it's 15 minutes of just you. Well, hopefully. I understand that a lot of us don't get the opportunity to have 15 minutes undivided, but nevertheless, think of it as that time as feeding your skin and doing something for you, and not really that much of a hack. Another thing I would like to say before I start is that all these videos and everything that I say and posts that I do is all my opinion based on my experience and what I've studied. So you might get a different opinion from someone else in the skincare industry, or a friend or a family member, but these are my opinions based on what I know, and I want to share that with you because you might get conflicting opinions, but I suppose that's with everything in life really. Somebody will tell you that running is the best way to lose weight, and somebody else will say doing weights is the best way to lose weight. So it depends on who you're listening to. I find to simplify things, find a beauty therapist that you trust, just like our hairdressers. We trust our hairdresser, we stick to the same person. Most of us have been going to our hairdresser for years, and we stick with that person because they know our hair, they know what we like. When they recommend something that we need, we just take their advice, and it gives us peace of mind. So that's what I would like to encourage you to do, is to find that person. Even if you don't have a beauty therapist, then use me as that. Use these videos to guide you on what you should and shouldn't be doing. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to show you my nighttime routine, and then in another video I will show you what I do in the mornings. Please bear in mind that this is not something I do every night. For example, I don't exfoliate every night. I'm going to keep it fairly short and simple. I don't want to make these videos too long so that they become monotonous to listen to. So I am going to do smaller, shorter, individual videos on specific skincare steps and why to do those steps, why it's important, and how to choose the different products for those steps. To give you an example, I'm going to do a short video on a makeup remover, cleansers and toners, and go in depth into those different products. Do we need them? How do we choose the correct one? And how we use them. So just for this video, I want to show you my skincare routine, how quick and easy it is, and I'll just go into a little bit of detail as I start. This is obviously set up to show you. I obviously don't have this all set up like this. I also normally do my skincare routine in front of a basin or in a shower or in a bath. So when you see me removing product, that's not always the way that I would remove it. I quite like to use my hands and water to rinse rather than a face cloth, a sponge. I don't really like to use those implements is the wrong word, but I don't really like to use a face cloth, and I don't like to use cotton pads, that sort of thing, because I feel like those can be quite abrasive on the skin. So I like to just use what we got given, our hands. Okay, so I've had a day at work and I've got makeup on that's sort of looking a little bit tired by this stage. So I am going to now remove my makeup. You can get makeup removers, which are important. I love a makeup remover because it removes all the makeup so that when you cleanse your skin, you're cleansing your skin and not the makeup. You can also, if you don't want to get a separate product, you can double cleanse your skin, which is what I do. However, I have bought a new mascara that I've tried and I do like it. I like the way that it looks, but it has started to come underneath my eyes. It's only about 2 or 3 weeks old, and now that I've bought it, I'm just going to stick with it, but I'm not going to buy it again. Reason being, I believe that if my cleanser is not going to take my makeup off, that I don't need to use a stronger cleanser. I need to use a lighter makeup. I don't like to have to use such an abrasive cleanser that it now needs to take my makeup off in one motion. So it's a good piece of advice, actually, I think, to judge your makeup on that and not your cleanser. Think about it. How abrasive must your cleanser be to have to take makeup off that is not coming off? And how good is that makeup for your skin then? We love these words of waterproof and long lasting and 12-hour wear, but then our cleanser must be able to take that off. So you can use a makeup remover and a cleanser if you want to. They must be the right kind of makeup remover and cleanser of really good quality, otherwise they're too abrasive. If you find that that is not working, even just a quick double cleanse is not working, and you still have remainders of makeup left over, you need to look at your makeup and change that rather. So I've learned from this. I'm now going to change my mascara. I just don't like the fact that you'll see now, my cleanser doesn't take it off properly. For the purpose of this video, I am going to show you a pre-cleanse. I don't use this every day, but to show you why I need it, you're going to see my mascara. It actually feels like I haven't put on that much today, so I'm not sure if it's going to make the normal big black rings around my eyes, but let's see. Okay, so this is, you might not be able to see in this video, I'll try my best. This is a thick sort of gel. It's called pre-cleanse, which is wonderful. And so I put it on my face like this. I don't go down further than my chin because I don't apply makeup further than that. So it's quite a strange sort of feeling. If you don't like oily things, you might not like it, but personally I love it because I can feel it's literally picking up all my makeup. And so you massage this in, and it's basically an oily gel because oil removes oil, that's the rule, and makeup mostly has got oily components. Okay, I haven't put on that much mascara today, so okay. So with this particular product, I'll just rub that into my skin, dip my fingers into water, and it normally turns into like a milky, it breaks the oil up, and it will take it all off. Okay, normally I will just rinse that under water, but for the purpose of this video I'm just going to use a face mitt and just to remove that quickly. Okay, it doesn't need to be anything exciting. This is obviously if you wear makeup or if you do lots of exercise. I would recommend a double cleanse. If you don't wear makeup and you haven't been exercising, a single cleanse is fine. As I said earlier, I'm not going to go into the different types of cleansers and makeup removers because that will go into another video. I like to use a gel-based cleanser. I like to feel that it's really cleaning my skin, and I like a little bit of a foam, obviously not like sunlight liquid, so that it's going to strip your skin. But you can see it gets a nice emulsion. Okay, even though I have not put on makeup on my neck, it's very important to always go down. You need to treat your neck as part of your face. There's nothing worse than having an old looking neck because we have forgotten to look after it, and then a young looking face. We don't want to look 60 here and 40 here. So it's very important that we include this area. That's why I encourage you to do your skincare routine in the shower or in a bath. In a bath, not ideal because you are then cleansing your face with not so clean water. But if you are at the basin and you've already got your pajamas on, we tend to forget this area. So do it in a low gown like this or wrapped up towel, but try not to put on your pajamas or your clothes before your skincare routine. Just helps you to include your neck. Okay, you can then remove my cleanser. Okay. Cleansing, the number one reason we do it is to prepare the skin for what we're about to put on it. If you don't clean it properly, the next products are not going to penetrate. So it's very important to just use a cleanser really thoroughly. A lot of people say, why don't you just use soap? Soap gets makeup off, soap cleans your skin, it prepares your skin for the next step. Why not use soap? There's many reasons why not to use soap. It strips the skin, it's not the right pH, and it prepares the skin in a very poor way because it creates such dehydration that your skin is then imbalanced. I will go into more detail when I do a cleansing video. Okay, just a reminder that this is my nighttime routine. Okay, I'm then going to tone my skin. This is called the conditioning toner, so it's just the right toner for my skin. As you can see, I haven't used a cotton pad, it's on my hands. My hands are clean, I've just washed my face, as will yours be. So please, if you do use cotton pads, try and get out of that habit. 2 reasons. Cotton pads absorb, 60% of the product, so you're actually wasting toner and you'll then need to purchase it more often. And second of all, cotton pads, you can't really see it, but as you rub them onto the skin, you're actually leaving little fibers all over your skin, which is not good long term. So just use it on your hands and go down. A lot of people don't have toners. They find it might be a waste of money or not necessary. It's extremely important for me in particular. I just love a toner because I know how important of a step it is. So a toner actually has 3 functions. Number 1, it brings your skin to the right pH for the next products that you're going to be putting on your skin. The correct pH is important for your skin because it stops bacteria from sitting on there, which can cause breakouts. The second part is it's an important part of hydration because it's that beautiful liquid that you're just putting on your skin for it to drink up. And the third one is that it actually acts as a transporter for the next cream or serum that you're about to put on. So it literally acts like a little Pac-Man pulling those products in. So those are 3 really important good reasons why to use a toner. Okay, then I always suggest that you put your night cream on before anything else so that that can go in. The eye area has a lot thinner skin and doesn't have as large pores. So that's why an eye cream has to be put on instead of just your normal moisturizer, because the ingredients have been buffered right down so that they can get into that thin area. Okay, I just go a little bit under my brow bone. There's no real rule for eye cream, just if you put too much it can cause irritation and puffiness, and I like to go on my brows just to make sure that that whole area gets treated. The only thing with an eye cream is don't put it on your eyelid, and no products should be put on your eyelid. It can go into your eye and cause a little bit of sensitivity. Okay, I do realize that not everybody has such a variety available to them, so when you're choosing your products, I suggest that you choose your nighttime routine, and then if you want to change it up, once a bottle is finished, you can then change to something else. Your skin is like a muscle. It can get bored of doing the same thing all the time. For example, if you had to go to gym and only do sit-ups, you can't expect your arms to start looking better. We want our whole face to look better and we want it to be stimulated. So have a look at your skincare routine, and it is important to be consistent. However, it is important for you to change 1 or 2 things every now and again. Every now and again, 6 to 8 months. What I do is I look at the seasons. So in summer, I will use a certain serum, and in winter, I will use a different serum. It also does make sense because winter's a lot drier, and so we need to then compensate for that. In summer, it's extremely hot and we're losing a lot of moisture. We also don't want heavy products on our skin because it's so humid. So you'll go along with something for summer. So for my nighttime routine, I actually have a couple of options. It's just because I have the opportunity to have so much available to me. But for the point of this video, I want to educate you on the choices that you can make. Okay, so it is summer at the moment. My skin is feeling quite dehydrated because I'm not drinking as much water as I should, and just not concentrating on my health as much as I should be. So because of that, I now want to compensate and make sure that my skin is getting enough. If I'm feeling like I'm breaking out, I use this Skin Logic multi-active lotion, which is like a very, very, very minor mini sort of peel. It doesn't peel your skin at all, but it's got those same ingredients in it that of a peel that we would do if your skin was breaking out, and it just helps. You can actually feel a little tingle on the breakouts. I don't have any breakouts at the moment, so I'm not going to use this. You can use other serums as well. I've got this wonderful Wesson firming serum, which is fantastic for compromised and sensitive skins that still want an anti-aging benefit. So if that's you, that's something you would use. There's this fantastic, this is a bestseller, Skin Logic Omega Oil. Basically every skin can use it. If you are allergic to nuts, you can't, because there are nut oils in here. It is such a thin, fast absorbing oil that it's not a thick, heavy feeling at all. You don't even know that you've got it on 5 minutes after applying it. But it creates enough softness and comfort on the skin to make a difference. So this is for all skin types. If you're feeling like you need something a little bit extra. I have got a very strong multivitamin treatment cream that is meant for night only, that is strong enough and thick enough that I don't need to use a serum with it. So if you had your normal day moisturizer that you're using morning and night, at night time you'll then put a serum underneath. So those are the two options. You will either buy a cream that is only for night, and you don't need to use a serum, or you will carry on with what you use during the day, but then add a serum underneath. At night, we always use something a little bit deeper and a little bit more result orientated, because while we're sleeping, that is when our skin regenerates. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and remember, always including the neck. And that's my skincare routine at night. There are other steps that you need to include twice a week. Exfoliation is extremely important. So I will show you an exfoliation in a separate video when I go through exfoliators and masks, and why it's important to exfoliate and why it's important to use a mask. But this is sort of my every night kind of routine. I don't, as I said in the beginning of the video, I don't do this every night. I am human, even though I'm in the skincare industry. I am rushing around sometimes. I'm also tired sometimes. So I might skip out the double cleanse and just give a quick one pump of my cleanser, even though I'm wearing makeup. So I just make sure that I get it off properly. And then I sometimes forget my eye cream, but then I'll put it on in the morning. So I just wanted to show you my quick nighttime routine, that it doesn't need to be long and complicated, and it's so doable, and I'm so grateful for that when I wake up in the morning, that I'm like, yes, I did my skincare routine, look how beautiful it's looking. You can see it's got a lovely glow to it. Because I've chosen to use a thicker moisturizer for nighttime, it does take about 5 minutes for it to really sink in, but I'm one of those people that really loves that thick feeling on my skin. I like to feel like it's being nourished. For those of you who don't enjoy an oily feeling, or have oily skin and don't like that feeling, you like that matte, quick absorbing sort of cream, that's what beauty therapists are here for. That is what we are designed to do, is to help you make your skincare routine your own. It is also overwhelming when there's so many things to choose from. It can get quite expensive. That's also what we're here for, is to explain to you what's necessary, what's kind of necessary, and what's an add-on bonus. So speak to your beauty therapist, ask all these questions. If you have any questions for me, I'm very, very happy to answer them. You're welcome to send me a message and we can go from there. Also, if you have any video requests on things that you'd like me to cover that you're not sure of, please, you're welcome to send me messages and I will educate you as much as possible. I hope this helps.